so I give him a nice, not sure what you actually call it. I give him a nice ring the whole way, the whole way around.
That's very good, but I've got a question because, Frankie, your hair's getting quite long. Would you let John McPhee cut your hair?
Never.
This is my best friend. It's
The Dyson.
been a Dyson.
Welcome to the PETRONAS Sepang Racing Team online quiz Lockdown. This quiz pits 3 PETRONAS Sepang Racing Team colleagues against each other in a 6-round contest. If you haven't seen it yet, please check out the previous episodes available on our Facebook page, as well as some pretty special moments there. Thank you to everyone who watched, liked, and gave us comments. But for now, for this week's quiz, let's meet contestants.
Contestant number 1 used to be neighbours with Randy Momola and Kenny Roberts, but now lives with cats called Sally and Dolly.
Diggy, good to see you here. Tell us a bit about how is it being a team director in these very strange lockdown conditions?
Well, it's really difficult, we can't see each other, and it makes life hard because more work, it looks like things and video conference calls and talking to all the partners, which is really good, of course, but what we want to do is racing, and I want to see the boys on the bikes, and we're missing the adrenaline, so it's difficult. It's something I never experienced in my life before, and it's certainly, I hope, the last time we experience something like this.
On the plus side, Stiggy, it looks like you've had time to decorate the home office. You're putting up your helmet collection, so it's looking pretty good from that perspective. We need to ask you about 2 friends you have with you during this period. I think it's Dolly and Sally. Is it keeping you company?
Yeah, well, it's my daughters and my wife's cats. They don't really like me because they're girls, so they're like. They don't like me at all, but the cats are funny, they're funny creatures, and I like to be around them.
Okay, so the cats that don't like you, that's interesting. Okay, thank you, Stiggy. Let's meet the next contestant.
Contestant number 2 managed to overheat his iPad whilst on a Zwift session against his teammates.
Xavi, good to see you here. Tell us a bit about your setup. I think there's a little bit of easing of restrictions for you, so you can go outside a bit.
Yes, just now, this week, we can start to go out training some bicycle, also trial bike, but nothing more. But after 2 months lockdown, we feel like free again. So we start to see the light and nothing, trying to keep myself as better as I can to be ready when the season starts again.
Just tell us though briefly. I think there was something about a Zwift session you were on with the team, and you managed to overheat your iPad. Is this true?
Yeah, this is true. Now I start to ride outside, but the first 2 months I ride every day with the Swift. Thanks to this, because like 2-3 hours on a day passed fast. And was really nice. We make some meetings with Ruslan, with also Jake, and was so funny.
Now, and of course, you can join us in the next Team Zwift session. That will be promoted on our social media channels. But now let's meet contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3 grew up wishing he could be a hairdresser if he didn't succeed in MotoGP.
Fabio, good to see you. Tell us a bit about what have you been doing in these times?
Hello, training, a lot of training. I'm in Andorra, but I have a bicycle, I have a treadmill. I just make my weights with some bottles and rocks inside. So, I'm training hard We need to stay fit. But like Xavi said, now start to be better in Spain, in Italy. So let's cross the fingers that soon we can train on a motorcycle and race again.
Now, Fabio, you say you've been training, but anyone who's followed your social media is well aware you've been doing all kinds of things with the hair. So, what's it looking like at the moment? And, what have you been doing?
Now it's looking short. I was with the pink before, and I keep the pink for 2 weeks. And then my hair was destroyed, and I don't wanted to put it the color that I had before. So I said the best is to shave and make a color. And then when it will grow up, when I will cut, my hair will be normal. So it's time to do new experience, because nobody see me at all. Even if I'm green and I'm ugly, at the end, I just see myself. So this is the funny part.
Well, we look forward when we are allowed all out to races to see what you turn up to the first race with this year. So thank you, Fabio. So that's the contestants, and you can learn more about them on our website, sepangracingteam.com. But now for something new. So here's our new fan question section, where one fan will win a pair of Monitor Moniflex team trainers after submitting their questions online. First questions, and we've got 2 questions for each contestant, are for Stiggy. Now, the interesting bit about this as well is I've got to say all the names of the fans who have asked these questions. So, Stiggy, this question comes from Biba Anna Shiba. Apologies if I didn't pronounce that correctly. And it was on our Twitter account. Stiggy, what's the most frustrating thing about your job?
Oh, the most frustrating thing about my job must be watching the riders, because it's not frustrating, but it's nervous. You get so nervous when they start, and during the race you're not able to ride yourself, and that's the hard part. As a former rider, you want to be in control, but you have absolutely no control when you watch the riders, and it really gets me nervous. It's you are so close to them, and you really feel with them, and it's easy and hard. Good time when it's over. A race feels good when it's over, but it's difficult when they are racing, for sure.
Okay, there's an answer for Biba. Next question is for Mayo Harris _, which was on Instagram. I quite like this question. What's your favourite moment with Razlan?
My favorite moment.
Yes. Any special moments with Razlan?
We have many good moments, me and Razlan, because we started this team long time ago, and it was that was a good memory, back in 2014 when we started up the Moto3 team, and from that point it was like a bit of a struggle, I will say. So there was no good moments really, from 15 to 18 it was very hard, we struggled in results, but we hang in there, and we did a good job, and the second good moment was, of course, when we got the opportunity to start this MotoGP team, and thanks to Petronas and all our other partners, we were able to, and Dorna, of course, we were able to build this team, and that's definitely my best memory with Razlan.
Good times, and more to come. Now, next, 2 questions for Xavi. First question for you, Xavi, comes from the brilliantly named Carlos Redondo Zamora, who I hope doesn't come from Huddersfield in the northeast of England, or northwest. What, Xavi, is your favourite circuit? The one in which you would love to get your first Moto2 victory? And that question came on Facebook.
My favorite circuit is Australia. I love to ride Australia, and also like the country. But the circuit that I want to make my first win, I hope the first weekend race, no? Like this is the zone as possible.
Yes. Whatever circuit you win on, that becomes your favorite circuit. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Next question comes from Bev Hills 14 on Instagram. It's an interesting one, this. You are a new addition to the crayon box. to the crayons, you know, that you color in with. What color would you be and why?
I like the red. I don't know why, but always I feel like the red is something good to me. I don't know why. I feel good things about it.
Good in the color red. Okay, we've heard that. Now, next two questions for Fabio. Fabio, first question comes from Ola Salamonson, and it was on Facebook, and it says, where does El Diablo come from? Who came up with it? And why?
Okay, so it's three questions. So, came when I was racing in 2007. When I was racing in Spain, I had a devil on the helmet. And yeah, my main rival, let's say at this age, called me El Diablo. And then, you know, when you are a kid, you finish to ride, you have always the soccer ball, you will play together, and then this name stay until now. So came from long time ago.
Okay, good answer. That should be all the information for Ola. Yes. Next, all the three-part question. Clever. It's like journalists, just one question and more come. Next one for you, Daniel Mobin. What is your favorite French food? Ou peut-être quel est ton plat français préféré?
Okay, so actually there is, let's say not French, but from where I born, is like a kind of a pizza, but with chickpea. Is like so thin and is only with chickpea and is really nice. Actually sounds so strange, but is super good, and name is Soca.
This sounds very good.
Yeah, long time that I didn't eat because make you a little bit fat, but actually it's so good.
Okay, well, as that food sounds so appealing, I think the Monoflex trainers go to Daniel Mobin, who submitted his question on Instagram. So well done, Daniel. We will be in touch to get you your trainers. Now, fan questions over. We go into round one. So this is Wine and Dine, and it's brought to you by Barracuda. This is where we find out what culinary delights our contestants have been creating whilst under lockdown conditions. Sadly, we're not able to enjoy the team's hospitality at the track at the moment. Previously, we've learnt about Wilco's beef stroganoff, Brasland's vegetarian meatballs, and Frankie's burger and banana experimentation. So the bar's been set pretty high. So what are the culinary creations from this week's trio? Let's start with contestant number one, Stiggy. What's cooking in Sweden?
Oh, a lot, you know. Me and my wife, we like to cook, so we've been pretty much on it, you know, from the beginning here, cooking. And I think my favorite thing I did was the other day I made a tomahawk steak barbecue, and it was really, really delicious, you know, was tasting really good. And you know, that was one of the highlights, you know. But we're cooking a lot, you know. My wife is really good in the kitchen, and together we are a good team there. So I mean, the thing that stands out is this tomahawk steak. That was very amazing.
Well, Stiggy, when you say me and my wife are a good combination in the kitchen, how much are you doing? How much is your wife doing? Just so we can be clear here.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, it's not like 90-10, you know, but she's doing her thing and I'm doing my thing. So
are you like an agent in the kitchen then? You get your 20% cut. You put 20% of effort in there. Is this what we're saying?
I call myself the head chef, and she hates that, you know. Yeah,
okay,
I'm doing the touches of the food, and she's doing the hard work behind the scenes.
I think, I mean, the steak was sounding good, and this even coming from a vegetarian. But I think you need to be doing a little bit more in the kitchen. So we're going to give you 6 points. 6 points, Stiggy, for that.
Thank you.
And then we go next to Xavi. What have you been cooking, Xavi?
Me, just the opposite of Stiggy. We never cook because we don't like, and also we don't have so many time. So always we make something fast and that's it. But this is true that in that time we start to try to cook. And the best dishes we make is the famous paella, no? We tried 2-3 times. The first one was not too good, but the last time was start to taste really good.
This sounds good. And it's good progress. You're learning a new skill, so we're happy with that. That's a strong 8. That's a strong 8 for you, Xavi. Fabio, hopefully you've cleared all the hair away and you found your way to the kitchen. What's been cooking for you?
Well, I'm sure you will love it, and I will get a 9 at least, because actually I'm a really bad cooker. And one day I say, okay, I will make vegetarian steak with broccoli, and I don't know how you say in English, like chickpea, lentils, and some red, I don't know the name, it come from Mexico, I don't know. And I make it, was super good, but then I realized that I needed to clean all in the kitchen. This is why I don't like, you cook, you're happy, then you see all the disaster, and then come like, oh, I need to clean everything. But actually it was super good, and that was the best thing I cooked in my life.
So, okay, Fabio, I think actually, particularly because you've shared about the cleaning, because that is the more you cook, the more mess you've got to clear up. So I think you picked that round. So that round 1 goes to Fabio with 9 points.
Wow.
So that round over, that means we go to, funnily enough, round 2. Round 2 is called Lockdown Lunacy, and it's brought to you by With You. Here we want to know what's the daftest or most out of character thing that the contestants have done whilst under lockdown. We've heard previously about Wilco on turtle toilet duties, Jake hoovering his patio, Razlan washing the curtains, and Frankie's inability to fix his motorbike. Also about John McPhee also rivaling Fabio in wanting to be the team's official hairdresser because he cut his father's hair. So let's hear what the this week's contestants can share. What's the most out of character thing that you've done during this time? Let's go to contestant number 2 first, Xavi.
Still round 1 behind you, Andy.
Oh, disaster. Technical issue there. Eagle-eyed.
Yes.
Fabio. Xavi, what's the most out of character thing you've done?
We wash all the house. Normally we are washing, but not like fully. And overall, I wash everything. The house also, I prepare all the bikes fully ready. Like Fabio says, normally when we go training, it's so nice. But when you arrive home and you see all the disaster, normally when you make 3-hour motocross, it's like, no, why is like this? So I use all this time to prepare all ready that they really need to. When we start again, all is fully.
I understand this. So this is, I think we give you an 8. That's a good solid score again, because spending all the time at home, you keep messing up the house. So you clean the house, it's immaculate. And then a day later, because you're there all the time. So yeah, I understand the deep clean, the extreme cleaning going on. Fabio, you're next. What have you done that's a bit out of character?
Nothing special. I just a brand of car let me a McLaren, and normally I needed to keep 10 days because I was going home, and finally I stayed in Andorra, so it's like 2 months I have the car in Andorra. So every time I can take the car to go to the supermarket, I go, and it's like cleaning all the time. It's perfect. So that's not an usual car to have in the garage, but I'm having fun with it, and it's always in the perfect condition.
It's another high score for you again, Fabio, because of the inspired, seeing the looming lockdown coming, making sure you had that luxury car ordered. That was impeccable. So that's I think we can all appreciate that. So another high score from Fabio with 9 there. That's very well done. What about yourself? Come on, he's had a McLaren for 2 months. He's had a
Yeah,
McLaren.
it's normal, it's
That's
normal.
that's a good
How
strategy.
can I get a 10? I want to get a 10.
He go every
So what have you
30
been
minutes
doing?
to
What
the
have you done out
supermarket.
of character? What's been happening? What have you been doing, Stiggy?
Well, bit like Xavi, to be honest. You know, a lot of house duties. You know, and there's been a list that we went through. You know, hanging a TV on the wall, cleaning the house actually on the outside, doing garden work, and I have a robot lawn mower. You know, like here, so I've been installing that one, and it's really good because it's doing the work. You know, on the lawn. But yeah, cleaning house, painting a bit, and hanging a TV on the wall, and every day there is a project, you know, we have to do. So I think I'm
Johan,
really.
I
pretty
knew
good.
how to get a 10, but you didn't realize you needed to make something like you make your museum behind you. Like you organize to put the leather, the helmet, and that would be a 10.
Yeah, actually, I hang my keys there, his leather there, you know, I replaced it with another one. So there's many things going on here.
I don't know. Is that a
9.5.
10? What do we reckon? I mean, sort of Fabio kind of helped you there. So I can't give you a 10. I think I'm going to give you a 9.8 for that. 9.8. So that's a high score. That's a 9.8. So if we look at the scores, now we've had 2 rounds. In the lead currently is Fabio with 18 points. Second place, Xavi on 16 points, and Diggy 15.8. Just, you know, final podium at the moment, but you're very, very, very close. Which means that we now go into round 3. Round 3 is brought to you by Petronas, and it's called Home Help. Here we want to know what device or advice, a device, could be anything, or advice has been invaluable to our contestants during lockdown. We've heard previously about Razlan's love of his Dyson, Frankie's piano, and also John McPhee's Garmin. So what about our contestants? Let's start with contestant number 3. Fabio, what device or advice has been an invaluable home help to you?
I can say only one or a few.
You can go wild. You can go wild.
So honestly, the treadmill is number 1. Treadmill, bicycle, PlayStation, and my sofa. So that's something that I can't live without during the quarantine, because honestly, I'm training, then I go on the sofa because I'm destroyed, and then I'm having fun with the PlayStation. So that's the combo, you know, training with the treadmill or bicycle, then sofa, and then having fun with the PlayStation.
There's a very good balance there. There's a nice symmetry. So I think we have to go for an 8 there. That's a nice balance. Good answer. So next we're going to ask Stiggy, what about you? What home help?
Well, Netflix, Amazon Prime,
YouTube.
No, you know, I have 2 kids, you know, so I'm very busy, you know, not working with them, but you know, being with them, and you know, we are like, you know, we have a big house here to take care of, so the vacuum cleaner, of course, like Aslan say, and you know, everything around the house basically, which is important, been helping me, but definitely also to relax a bit, you know, so like Fabio say, the couch is good.
Yeah. More couch love. Okay, so quite a similar answer, but it's good balance. Bit too much TV watching for my liking, so it's going to be 7.8 points for you there. 7.8. Finally, Xavi, what about you? What home help?
This is my round, eh? Like Fabio says, the most important for me was the bicycle and the gym tools, because like Fabio says, we need to be fit, and like this also we are fit, and also the dice go faster. So this is for me the most important thing. The second one, the sofa, and of course Netflix, the TV, music, all this part. But the most important thing you will see now.
Aha.
I buy this tool from Amazon, like for make massage. So you can train as much as you want. That later you stay like half an hour making massage, and it's so good. And the next day you are even better than the day before. So with this machine, I discovered now it's so good.
I don't believe it. He have the girlfriend at home. It's the best massage you can have. Come on.
But imagine the girlfriend and with this, even better.
Andy, this is an 11 over 10.
I think actually this is a very good, and I love that device. And Xavi, you're going to have to send me the link. That's a 12.4. That's 12.4 there. That's a good score. That's a good score. So if we look at the points,
It's possible to have 12.4?
it's in the numbers. Yeah, anything is possible. We write the rules.
10 was maximum.
Come on. Bands can turn the amplifier up to 11. We can avoid scores up to 12.4. And Xavi, please send me the link for that massage device.
Okay.
I do need to see that. I think it might be a little bit better than what I've been trying with. So 28.4 points currently for Xavi in the lead. Jump to the lead there. That's good. Fabio, 26 points. Diggy, we're going to have some strong rounds. You're dropping back 23.6. But talking of strong rounds, the next one's a rather special round. We're going to go to round 4. Round 4 is brought to you by Fly Me Too, and it's entitled Go Get. This is where we ask contestants to go get something from their homes. The contestants don't know in advance what we're going to ask for. We don't know what they have in their homes, and we don't know how big their homes are. So it can be a bit interesting. If you don't have the item, get the nearest thing or be a bit creative, because we can still award points. So at the ready, you're going to have to leave your laptop, phone, computer, whatever. Get ready to run. I want to see something from the bathroom. Something from the bathroom.
We need to go?
Bathroom.
You need to go. Yeah.
It's a long way, man.
The stopwatch is going, and you're leaving last. Where we learn where our how big the homes are of our contestants, and also we can have a good look at Diggy's collection of helmets and leathers. What you got, Xavi? What you got, Xavi? Toothbrush, perfect. Yeah, good, solid bathroom accoutrement. Nice. And you've beaten the rest of the guys. Obviously, they live in far bigger homes than you. Or they don't know the way to the bathroom.
Small hole. I have advantage.
Who's going to be next back, do you think, Xavi?
Sorry?
Who do you think, Fabio or Stiggy? Here he is.
Who is? Fabio.
Yeah, Fabio's back. And what do you got, Fabio?
We're not... No, it's a joke.
You have a rhinoceros in the bath.
No, I
like
that. That was what I said.
Yeah.
From the bathroom. No, actually, I wanted to bring my radiator, but it's not possible to take out. So I take this. I bring that normally I don't use, but I couldn't bring the radiator, so I take this one that is the most similar things. Because when you go out of the shower, it's so cold.
Cold, so the radiator in there. Stigger, how's the heart rate? You had a bit of exercise there?
Upstairs as well.
What did you get from the bathroom?
Well, you all know me, and my hair is very important, so I brought the Gatsby hair gel.
I wanted to bring it, even
Yeah.
the shampoo, but they have no more hair.
Hey, now you don't need it.
So now I don't need.
And my nail clipper, because it's very important to keep the nails trimmed.
Oh yeah, advice. So we like that. So Steve scores quite well actually, and by bringing 2 items, I think you get 15 points for the first part of this round. Fabio, I love the rhinoceros. I love the radiator too, so I think you get 14 points. Xavi, you were quickest as well, so this is good, but it's just a toothbrush. You've been trumped by the other guy. Stiggy had 2 items, so
I got 2.
you can. I'm going to give you 9 points for that.
Come on, in faster.
The 2 more. You were fast, but it was just a toothbrush.
Pole position, give more points.
So, item number 2, and those who have been watching previous episodes might see or hear a theme here. I want our contestants to get a musical instrument, or the nearest thing they can to a musical instrument. And you can't play the rhinoceros, Fabio. You can't play the rhinoceros. That's not allowed.
And if you don't have, okay, we'll find something.
You got to find something. You got to get something.
I got it.
Let's see.
The Dyson. listen, and there is like 2 power. Slowly.
Okay, that's good.
And you can change of look. There is big, is small. You can. So that's the instrument.
Okay, I like this a lot.
Yes.
Xavi, what do you got?
Me, I don't have instrument, but I have this makes music. So finally, it's the same, no?
It's an instrument of music, so that's good. Yeah, I do like that. Stiggy, who lives in a
Stiggy is bringing the piano, so you need to the guitar
back from Castle Stigefelt. What have you got? What have you got, Stiggy?
I got a guitar, a small one.
Yeah.
Ukulele.
Yeah, ukulele.
Brilliant. Oh,
it's from my son, you know.
Okay, one was the best so far.
Stiggy, you get a perfect 10. Perfect 10 because you got an instrument. You had to go a long way, but it is a genuine instrument. Xavi, you brought a speaker. Looks like a nice speaker. I think we give you 8. Good solid score for that. But because of one of my favorite bands is Pink Floyd, and they did they tried to do an album of household objects. It never came out. It never got released, but they went into the studio with all these kind of things. So for Fabio's Dyson and playing on the Dyson, that gets 99 points.
No! 99!
Playing the Dyson. And if anyone from the Dyson marketing department is watching, we are available for sponsorship. Razlan loves his Dyson. Fabio loves his Dyson. So, please get in touch. So after that, and this is going to be a challenge because the final item I want our contestants to get, and you cannot use an item you've already used, is a cleaning item, an item for cleaning the house.
Oh my God. I have to go again.
Yeah! It's the most exercise you've had all lockdown, Stiggy.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
This is a 99 again, huh?
Fabio, that is fantastic. And you've been using that. You've got all the right actions. You've been properly mopping your apartment.
Of course.
Proper house proud.
So maybe I
Xavi,
take it out because maybe it's ugly.
Xavi, what about you? What did you bring?
I bring this.
Ah, all compact.
And then the most
yeah.
important, you can clean the house, but also you can dance.
Oh my God, feather dusters! Come on, the
This
feather
is a
duster dog. It's pretty
100
strong.
points.
It's pretty strong.
Ew.
It's pretty strong. Okay,
Here is
Iggy is back after the most exercise he's done all lockdown. I think that was the last round
No,
you
no,
have to
no.
run about for.
this one.
You got the
It's,
memo from
Swiffer.
Xavi.
Swiffer. It's super good. I tell you, it's taking the dust like nothing else. It's so good.
Yeah,
Okay.
true.
So,
This one,
I'm
Fabio.
impressed by the. Fabio's got the mop. Fabio's got a mop.
A
He
mop.
had
Yeah,
full
yeah.
action and everything. He's mopping the floor. So when hospitality needs cleaning the floor, we got Fabio.
Oh, you know, when I'm running or doing the bicycle, I need to clean all the time because it's like a swimming pool on the ground.
Yeah, me too. Was
Yeah.
horrible. Was horrible. Yeah.
I'm here.
I think there should be minus points every time Fabio mentions that he's training, because he's clearly mentioning that he's training far too much and he's just been lying on his sofa. That's why he keeps on saying, "Oh, when I'm training, oh, when I'm sweating, I've got to clear up." No training is being done. He's just sitting in that McLaren making car noises. For that, for that final one, I think every contestant gets 99.9 points because it was good cleaning product all around. So we're happy with that. We're very happy with
I think
that.
I should get bonus points because I ran in the house and back 3 times, man.
Can everyone
Yeah,
hear
and
just some
have a
strange
big
noise
house.
in the background? You know, Castle
Big house
Stigefelt.
because
Oh, it's
it
big.
was
We've got to run.
long time.
Yeah.
So from the fun of round 4, now it's time for round 5. Round 5 is entitled "You Know It's Been Too Long When," and it's brought to you by Monitor. We've learned, this is to learn the things that guys are never going to do. Even if you spend 5 years at home, it's the thing that's never going to get done. So we've learned that Wilco will never do the ironing. Braslan has got a to-do list from his wife so long that he's never going to be able to do anything for himself. And Kip, unlike everybody else, is never going to do the hoovering. Kip has said, no way. Even if he was locked down for a year, the floor would never get hoovered. So what's the thing you're least likely to do when stuck at home? Let's go back to start with contestant number 1. Stiggy, what are you never going to do at home?
Well, I do a lot of things at home for sure, but I will never clean the windows. I don't like that at all, you know. So we have a window cleaner. He comes around once in a while. I'm not going to do windows, and it's a hard job. It's not easy.
That's because you have so many windows, Stiggy. This is why.
Yeah, there's a lot of windows, but it's also like, you know, when you see that it's not perfect and you look out through that window every day and you see that I didn't do a good job, you just get irritated, you know. So I better have a professional guy doing the windows.
Okay, yeah, we like that. That's let's give you let's go back to normal kind of scoring. Let's give you 7 points for that. And then let's go next to Fabio. What are you never going to do when you're stuck at home?
Wow. First, I think like Sticky, because I have a window is like 5 meters and I can't clean it. So it started to be dirty after the lockdown. But something that I will never do, honestly, I don't know. Can I give it to Xavi? And I'm thinking a little bit about it.
This is an interesting concept, but yeah, why not, Xavi? Let's give Fabio some extra time. I mean, he loses 2 points for the extra time, so 2 points deducted on Fabio's.
I got it if you want. I got it.
But the 2 points are already lost, eh?
Okay.
The 2 points are lost.
Okay, but I will get it back. You know, during the lockdown, I've been doing my running at home. I have a lot of stairs. So I've been doing like 2 times per week, 5K in the house. So that's something that I will never do again. Exactly, I needed to do 40 times and was like 5.11K. So I will never do it again.
I think for mentioning again that you're training, I think as everybody may have heard that Fabio's trying to tell people he's doing lots of training at home, you lose 100 points for that. 100 points. 100 points gone.
We say 1 point, not 100.
One with 2 zeros, 2 nothings after it. 100 points gone from your score. Xavi, what's the thing you're not going to do when you're stuck at home? Xavi.
So I can say the same that Fabio and Stiggy, Windows, but I will say be different. For sure, after the lockdown, I never cook again, probably 2-3 months every day. So normally I cook 1-2 days, but the other day we go out to dinner or to lunch. But now with the lockdown, every day we cook, we make the dinner, we make everything. So sure, this will we will not repeat more.
I think everybody wants to eat something other than home cooking, so I can really appreciate that. So let's give you 15 points for that. And so that means going into the final round, there's been quite a bit of movement on that final podium position going into the final round. So all can change. Is Fabio on 138.9 points. Second place, Stiggy on 155.5 points. Xavi's in the lead at the moment, 160.3 points. But let's go to that final round. So the final round is called Desert Island List, and it's brought to you by Sepang International Circuit. Here we ask the contestants what 3 things they would have liked to have had with them to improve their lockdown situation. And they can use their wildest imagination, take liberties with time, space, and wealth. If you want Battlestar Galactica with you or the Millennium Falcon, you can have it. What 3 things you want for your lockdown ideal combination. So let's start with contestant number 3, Fabio. What 3 things? You can have anything. What 3 things would you have with you?
Emily Ratajkowski, a cocktail, and the beach.
You win.
I don't think anyone's going to argue that. I think that's a very strong round. I think we'll give you 100.
I can stay 2 or 3 years in lockdown.
I think we'll give you 169 points for that. 169 points for that answer. That was very, very good.
That was a fast answer.
Yeah, but you've been thinking about. You've been spending some time thinking about this, obviously. Straight in there.
Clean idea.
Okay, next, Xavi. What 3 things would you like? What 3 things?
You can't say Emily Ratajkowski because his girlfriend.
No, I cannot. Throw him out of the house. A house with a circuit, with a big swimming pool, with a attraction, with everything that
it's
I don't
too much.
need to go out.
We say 3. You can't have a big house, a circuit.
No, it's a big house. The big house has all these things. This is one. Another, my girlfriend, for sure. And the third one, the phone, to check all the news and to see when we can go back to the normal life.
I like the big house with everything in it, but it's not as good as Fabio's answer. But I'm going to give you a lot of points, just because why not? Let's
97.
give you 142 points for that answer. Okay, now finally, all the pressure is on. And he does have the benefit of hearing everybody else's answer. So, Stiggy, what 3 things would you like? What 3 things?
How many points did Fabio get?
Fabio got 169 points.
69.
Well, I would bring, of course, my wife, my kids, and my cat. Yeah.
Even though the cats don't like you. Even though the cats don't like you. Oh, that's a nice answer. So We will give you
1 point.
No. You have a point. No, let's give you 100 because it's the final round. We've got to use all these points up. 140 points. There you go. That's a good strong score there.
If
For
I
the
get third, I'm
final one.
happy.
Okay, so let's have a look at the scores. Everyone's got a podium. That's the benefit of this quiz. Everyone gets a podium. Everybody gets a podium. The final step of the podium, or the first step of the podium, we should say, in P3 with 295.5 points, Diggy.
Yeah.
In second place with 302.3 points.
Yeah.
Xavi.
Who is first?
And through the powers of Grayskull, we can deduce that the winner with 307.9 points and the rhinoceros is Fabio. Fabio, you win a Petronas cap.
I have it.
You win
I have it.
a pair of monitor trainers.
Okay.
We will give you these at the first race. They go very nicely with your Petronas cap. Well done. It's the first win of the year, so congratulations. First podium of the year for everyone else, so very well done indeed. Thank you very much for joining in. It's been a bit of fun. We all hope to see you back at the track very soon. Thanks everybody for watching. It's a bit of fun, obviously. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please give us your feedback online. We do read all your comments. Talking of next time, it will be an all-British lineup with Jake Dixon, John McPhee, and special guest Bradley Smith. What could possibly go wrong with those three on this? I don't know. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for all the latest info. Keep following our social media to submit your questions to Jake, John, and Bradley, and you get the opportunity to win a pair of the Monitor Moniflex trainers. Remember, everybody, please stay safe. Keep washing those hands. Follow all the best practice in your country. There are easings of regulations, we know, but the threat is still there. So please do stay safe. Thank you to all our sponsors, and thank you in particular to all frontline workers everywhere. We will see you again next week. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.